Biffle, talking about Kevin Harvick running a pace and trying to make those tires last. That really hasn't been Biffle's style today.
No, not at all.
He's been throwing all the speed he can at it. He's going to try and make up some of that track position if he can.
It's been fun to watch.
Here we go. 3 wide for second there is Jeremy Mayfield trying to get alongside the 1. Comes Kurt Busch, and we see Kenseth down on the inside of the 32 and 1. Easy, big boys.
That's for 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Mayfield in the 12th spot, Busch in the 13th, Craven 14th, and Kenseth 15th. Kevin Page also in the mix there, lead lap, 16th place. There's 17 that are on the same circuit. Let's check out this fight for the 7th spot. Jimmy Johnson trying to get it from Robbie Gordon. Elliott Sadler going to try and take advantage of the opening. 31's done a decent job today, though. Robbie Gordon, how Matt?
About 40 laps ago, Alan, he got his Darlington stripe off turn 2. He's now solidly in the top 10, flirting with the top 5. His car owner, Richard Childress, keeps telling him on the radio, coaching him, be smooth, be patient. It's almost time to race, just not yet. Just hang where you are. Bill.
Elliott Sadler in that 38 car, they've had trouble all day getting that car to rotate through the center of the turn. So last stop, 1 round up on the track bar, 4 tires and fuel, came in 7th, went out 10th, try to make those tires last to the finish. Dave?
Bill, the 48 car of Jimmy Johnson was just a little bit tight on turn 2. You know, at one point I said they had fixed that, but the condition kind of returned to the car, so they made a slight air pressure adjustment. None of the wedge and track bar they'd been doing, just slight adjustment on the 48. Marty?
Dave, look who's come back to life. Jeff Burton up in the 6th position. They finally got the chassis back to where it was earlier in the race. And if this race goes green, it will play to Jeff Burton's favor as well. Very good on the long runs, just a little bit tight. And on that last stop, a half pound out of the right front. Dave, back to you.
Well, Marty, the 42 of Jamie McMurray. Jamie was ill. We reported that earlier and really hasn't said much about it all day. So I checked in again with his crew chief, Donnie Wingo, and I said, Donnie, has he said anything more about feeling bad? And he watched his car come across the start-finish line leading the race. He said he's feeling pretty good right now. Marty, back to you.
Kevin Harvick biding his time, driving a very smart race, as Wally has talked about. Kind of reminds me of the man who used to drive this car, Dale Earnhardt, who won at Darlington 9 times. Harvick has said very little on the radio today, but Richard Childress just told me I am very proud of him. He has driven an excellent race. Matt?
An awesome drive by Terry Labonte, running in the 3rd position. He hasn't said anything on the radio about that track bar adjustment, but Jim Long is smiling on top of the pit box. Terry, always known to be patient, the Iceman. Maybe today's the day he breaks back into victory lane and wins another Southern 500.
The 1980 winner, Terry Labonte in the 5, fighting there with 3-time Southern 500 winner Bill Elliott for that 3rd spot.
And I think Biffle is another car in the 16 that they've told him, you've got to run to the end of the race on these tires. Because he went up, he challenged Bill Elliott, and all of a sudden just kind of fell back. So I just kind of think they told him, hey, you got to go the rest of the way, take care of the tires.
Yeah, something you started to say a minute ago about another driver really comes to play about Bill Elliott here. And thank goodness for him it's not a bright sunny day. Yeah. If it was, he would really be hampered by that tear-off in his way.
Yeah, the overcast definitely helps the vision because this place just sandblasts your windshields like you can't believe, and that tear-off would be really trouble if there was a glare. I still think that's right. It seems like it's right in the middle of the...
You ever been to your vision? Here comes Biffle. Man, he likes to drop those left sides down below that broken line there in the corner. Whoa.
Here he comes.
Biffle's got problems. It just gave out. Greg Biffle, who's led 70 laps today on 3 different occasions.
Right there. What happened to it, buddy? Jumped out of gear.
Jumped out of gear.
In Florida.
Now he's got to drive with one hand, hold it in gear with the other hand.
Can you do that here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. This is not one of those places you can do that. But if it jumps out of gear again, then he's going to have engine problems.
Yeah.
Because you cannot catch the over rev when a car jumps out of 4th gear when you're full throttle. You're going to see that RPM gauge just get maxed.
So that's probably a good save there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming off the corner wide open. The car jumps up in neutral. I don't know how it didn't blow up.
So Biffle shuffled back to 7th. Actually only lost 1 spot in that jumping out of gear exchange. More on today's Mountain Dew Southern 500 at NBCSports.com. BP does some writing there. Yours truly as well. We'll give you our opinions on some topics of the day. Previews and reviews on the different races. NBCSports.com. Might be writing about Jamie McMurray here in a couple of hours as he leads the Southern 500. We are at 50 miles to go for McMurray, trying to win the race in his first try. Remember, he took over for Sterling Marlin last year at the beginning of October after Marlin was injured in that crash at the Kansas City race. Got the win in just his second start, subbing for Marlin at Charlotte last October, but this is his first Southern 500 try. Second Winston Cup race here. In the race back in March at this track, he finished 22nd. And he's out front by a chunk.
Oh, he is. I don't know if they can catch this guy in 37 laps.
The 2 cars behind him are lap cars. Newman and Earnhardt Jr. There's second place Kevin Harvick, and that's 2.3 seconds.
But I think where you see the fall off is when they've run 40 laps on their tires. That's when the cream rises, I believe, to the top.
So you mean about 10, 15 laps to go? Oh, we see the 31 cars made contact with the wall. And he has again. This is probably going to bring out the caution.
If he's got a right front flat there, I don't know if that happened afterwards.
What the hell ain't they doing to caution?
I don't know.
I have no steering. I have no steering.
Robbie's fighting the car. Matt?
Well, he jumped on the radio and said, I've got a flat, I've got a flat. You heard them say, why are they not throwing a caution? The guys are up on the wall.
Oh, no.
A great day going for Robbie Gordon. Finally, he gets the caution.
Well, that car almost went back up the racetrack.
Looks like when he got to turn 3, it was just going to...
Look out for the end of the pit wall. Thank you. Hey, you didn't win the race. You can't do burnouts.
Go straight, straight.
I'm impressed with that move.
Bad luck.
Goes in the corner if he has... And
Yeah, definitely. He had right rear, I think, went down. The way the car got loose, it looked like the right rear tire.
there'll be another car out there, a slower car.
Oh, yeah, look at them. The crush panels are ripped out of the right rear.
Oh, man, that's going to be good for him.
Yeah, that's not good either. That's really bad on a driver. All that heated exhaust inside the car.
Pit stops again with the pressure on. Last time, Jamie McMurray's crew got the job done best and got him out with the lead. Here they all come. Stops will come with 33 to go. Marty?
And that's exactly what Todd Berrier told his guys. He said, now it's our turn. It'll be 4 tires and no adjustments. Now, there is one slight adjustment for Harvick. He's a little loose in. They're going to adjust by adding no fuel this time. Matt?
And Terry Labonte pulls to a stop. No adjustments for Terry Labonte. The race car is getting there. Just a 4-tire change. The big race now to see who will win it off pit road, Dave.
High five for this group last time. Can they do it again? 4 tires, no changes, not even anything for Jamie. Bill.
4 tires, air pressure adjustment for Biffle because the car is just a tick tight. They offered to give him a bungee cord to hold the gear shift in gear. He declined that, so he gets his tires. Wayne Brown, that was out his way.
Clear.
5.
How about that?
Off pit road first.
Terry
Labonte.
And we see the 32 car in Biffle make contact off pit road.
Here's the pit exit.
Great stop.
Closely followed by Kevin Harvick.
Then comes Jimmy Johnson. Where's the 42 car?
Should be next.
Watch this contact between the 32 of Craven and Biffle as Craven tries to turn around and bam.
That's not good for the right front.
Nope.
Luckily on Biffle's car,
See
it's
that
in the
big
door.
See that big hole in the door?
Yeah.
He's got a great big. Well, I don't know. Maybe that was just rubber.
Less than 50 miles to go in the race, and for the first time all day long, Terry Labonte leads the Southern 500. We'll be back to Darlington in a minute.